change lanes, that's what you call power.
They know we coming with it. I bring it to you, you ain't even gotta come and get it. All that talking, little baby, ain't nobody trying to hear it. We know you bluffing, them busters know they ain't fucking with us. The big gorillas, ooh, they know we coming with it. I bring it to you, you ain't even gotta come and get it. All that talking, but baby, ain't nobody.
Why is that not working at all? Sorry, momentary.
Man, they don't know what to think. Like, is that country a trap? I'm straight shitting on them boys. Someone wipe their ass down. See, you new to this, I'm true to this. Been doing it a while. May act the fool, get on some stupid shit and air this bitch out. Dual pipes on the Hemi, hit the gas, hit a clap. Just like this little bitty bitty who rhyme, bitch, see now. She may pull out a titty and put her face in my lap. I just do shit to say I did it. So I started with rap. Man, I've been stacking up this money, trying to put some back. I'm trying to see 7 figures. I'm trying to find where they at. I see my whip on 26s, 37s with a stance. You in a old shit box, Fred Flintstone looking ass. I don't know what to tell him. I got too much shit to say. Riding dirty in this bitch, mud stuck to the frame. Couple 30s in this bitch, like I'm playing for Gold State. I see a bitch, I won't, I get it. Every shot I'ma make it. Road running, head hunting, smoking dope, popping pills. Man, I done came a long way from spitting bars at the crib. Hit the stew up with my brother and them and drop me a hit. They say this one of them ones, just like the last 10 I did. I ain't capping in my rap, man, I ain't got tell a feel. Bitches really in my comments thinking I'm one of them. Boy, it ain't shit sweet except for that tea that I sip. But keep on stalking on my page like your bitch already did. But like a dog off the leash, man, I've been barking at them. Knew I was gonna be an artist since I had picked up the pen. Smoking dope and sipping, drinking in my lips to the zen. Bitch, I've been buzzing for a minute, case you ain't catch the hint. Just let me know if you with it, man, let me know what you bout. I'm from the backwoods trap, shit that's deep down south. You get that bow and break it down and get the bus in these routes. They sleeping on me, I might have to wake them up from their nap. Man.
Gone but I be back. Out on the road, gotta get my bread up. See the bro me, I squeeze that. Bury that beast in the deep by the oak tree, 6 feet deep. He collapsed. Came from the dirt and I did that work. Trial I stand and my brothers know. Move in silence, stick to the code. One hand on the Bible, one on the coke. 45 in the waistline, none of my coke. Pop off, I'm an outlaw, Wild West show. No name on the two-star, just he go. Unknown like a diamond, hid in the dirt. Dig deep and you find me introvert. Stay to myself, stick to my gun. Shoot my shot and pray that it work. Had trick or flicker on beat, piece with the wood on the grill. Yeah. Had trick or flicker on beat, piece with the wood on the grill. Yeah. Had trick or flicker on beat, piece with the wood on the grill. Yeah. Had trick or flicker on beat, piece with the wood on the grill. Yeah. I'm like a chin strap.
Weird.
Head hunter when I freak these beats. Bama beast in all caps. Keep from me if you see these teeth. Dim froze up, so I bring this heat. Throttle mask on, let her eat. Mud on my boots, blood on my shirt. Got love in my heart, but the nine gon' squirt. 10 toes in the dirt. I ain't nothing sicker than this. Picker than all sniper. Wicking these words. Cut your limbs all cypress. Fell the whole tree to the earth. Stone grinder. Ate the whole thing up. When the rain come, we still gon' dance. Check my stance. I ain't going nowhere. Shooting these crafts. I'm taking my chance. free, outlaw country.
Charmander.
Piece with the wood on the grill.
Jar Jar.
Had trick or flicker on big. Piece with the wood on the grill. Had trick or flicker on big. Piece with the wood on the grill. Had trick or flicker on big. Piece with the wood on the grill.
Drop. Shut them down. Open up shop singing. Oh, oh. That's a Rough Riders rolling, going down, down, baby. Don't you down, baby.
Smoking on that doja, four of my buddies in the back screaming no limit soldiers.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop comes on everything at the door.
Cause you know we about to rip stuff up. Give it a microphone first so I can bust it like a bubble. LA and Nashville together, man, you know you in trouble. It ain't nothing but a G thing,
Baby.
Locked out people so
Crazy.
remember walking you from school at home is hey man, but I ain't tripping cause I know on it. Girl, you be my lady, you probably have my baby.
Sorry,
I
baby.
know it sounds crazy, but thugs need love. If you real girl, save me. Wake up, wake up, wake up, it's the first of the month.
Huh?
Get up, get up, get up,
I'm
catch
sorry,
chicks and
baby.
get up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, it's the
Hello, Olive. He's a good girl.
get up, everybody saying yeah, me too. Fire, cause I need to fire so I can get the stomping in my Air Force Ones. Get the stomping in my Air Force Ones, saying go 45 and 2 zigzags, baby.
That's all I need.
Yeah, we can go to the park after dawn. We can smoke
That tumbleweed.
have some marijuana burn. We can take our turn singing them.
Good sweet baby girl.
All that cheap sound, selling tips from here to Hong Kong.
Strong. Roll that joint. Lean the seeds and stems. Hell, going through Palmdale. No Dayton rims. Roll, days. That coupe to them. Holla, shot holla, 20-inch blade, on the Impala. Blade tonight. Hi, Ben Stir. Hi, big boy. Hi, buddy. How are you? Who's a boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah. Ben's a good boy. Yeah. Cheers. Hi, Benny. He's a good boy. Damn. Come on, what the fuck? This is not what I want. This is not what I want at all. What the fuck is going on with my shit here? Oh my god, Vinny. I don't know what happened, but something is...
Adam Ray merch is live for order.
Oh my god, Vinny!
AdamRayMerch.com.
I'm up on
Enjoy the
me.
show.
Oh, help, Lord. Lord have mercy. Hi, oh, buddy. Hi, buddy. Oh, hi, buddy. Now, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. No, fuck. Oh, God.
Like your fucking attitude right now,
Shit.
if I'm being perfectly
Help.
honest here. It
Help
feels like
me.
something that you've kind of been pulling off to me.
There we go. Oh, no.
When country rap first
There's
started,
another one.
just going crazy at the mud parks.
Another one?
Lifestyle was about
What the
culture.
hell?
But now it's done changed, man.
Dear country rap. Ain't nothing like it seems in this country rap game. Come on. So before you make that jump, make sure to look.
Hi, buddy. Yeah, go ahead. Climb up. Hi. You're huge. Oh, okay. Everything's fucked right now. Everything is fucked. So many things are playing. I can't get rid of this shit. Okay. What happened to you? Like, I really want to ask you what fucking happened to you. Okay. This is... Help me. Somebody help. The computer has decided to be retarded, and I am joining it. Okay. How many fucking things... Where is this one? This one's here. Okay. Then I'll just put this one back over here. And resize everything. Don't do something stupid again. And hopefully everything will be Gucci. Or Louis Vuitton. Whatever you want. Whichever you prefer. Why? Stop being so stupid. There, thank you. Oh, you fucking freak. I am struggling. Struggle bus. No, stop doing that. Just go where I put you. Thank you. Wow, that was awful. See what I can do with some Spider-Mans here. Probably lose again, in all honesty.
I'm just trying to eat today, stack up on repeat today, make that bike assist. Hallelujah, bless your name, Lord, every day. It's a good day, every day about the grace are good, and it's a good day. Ay, it's a good day, yeah, it's a good day, every day about the grace are good, and it's a good day. Yeah, stepping out of place, out of your space, making a play, no weapon formed against me prospers today. With no fear in a sphere, our atmospherical wheel keep spinning, air suspension for real. In 202 in our cylinder, other elements there. The skin suit that we sporting, a vessel housing the spirit. So feed the spirit, man, no hiding with your face in a mask. Our busting caps back, Adam's gonna be helping with that. The king's back, praying one day we see freedom at last. Rising up when the trumpets blast. When I hear that trumpet blast, I got a deal. Love to stay in chit-chat, but I gotta get. Have to holler back at you, know I gotta get. Life's too short not to be dropping these hits. So when you see me on the road, know I gotta get. Pass it to you on the low, gotta go, gotta get. Do a show, then we roll. Trying to eat today, stack up on repeat today. Make that bacon sizzle in the kitchen, that's my anime. Waking up a song of praise. Hallelujah, bless your name, Lord. Every day about the grace are good, and it's a good day. Yeah, it's a good day. It's a good day. Every day about the grace are good, and it's a good day. Ay, it's a good day. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
good day.
you bastard.
About the grace are good, and
I
it's
was
a
winning
good
too.
day. Yeah, big smiles, top of the morning. Good day, folks. Bright skies with a chance of a storm. Ain't the weather chaotically unpredictable, but what you expect? We just a speck of 8 ball on the edge. Our Milky Way on the edge.
BRB, motherfucker.
Jumping in and making a splash. Scuba diving to the treasure, then I'm bringing it back. tourist grab. Like to howl at the moon and get a heavens a smile. Hill hopping, Bama boost, baby, lock it or not. Good day, folks, I know you hungry wherever you are. Let's get a plate. Just trying to eat today, stack up on repeat today. Make that bacon sizzle in the kitchen, that's my anime. Waking up a song of praise. Hallelujah, bless your name, Lord. Every day about the grace of good, and it's a good day, yeah. It's a good day. It's a good day. Every day about the grace of good, and it's a good day. Hey, it's a good day, yeah. It's a good day. Every day about the grace of good, and it's a good day.
Everything the enemy stole from me, God's gonna give it back. I'm rising up, taking my place in the kingdom. I've waited far too long, I've had enough. We stand bold like an army, the power of Jesus' name be lifted up. Wash me clean in the blood of the Lamb, I'm headed to the promised land. Grace and mercy was had for me, I'm a testimony of purest love. Peace and joy fill up my body, living water flow like a flood. From foundation where I'm building, the winds are blowing, but I won't budge. Greater is the King that's living in me, the great I am, that's who I trust. I remember them days when I had no peace, out here serving these streets with some money in my pocket and some pills and a little bit of drink, thinking I was doing something sweet. My mind was dark and my heart was empty, never had nothing but I thought I had plenty. My life was alive, my spirit bone dry, I was serving the enemy. I can write books about people I hurt, that's how I know it ain't saved by words. My soul's gonna reign with the King, now I mean this little old body going back to the dirt. You ain't gonna hurt me, Jesus came to be the lamb. Evil had my soul, but God had a plan. I don't need no priest, I ain't saved by man, I'm saved by the blood and the scars on his hands. God sent his only begotten son, he died for me, that battle's been won. He'll plead my case, he'll finish my race. I rest in the hands of the righteous one. I remember feeling like I was worthless, no reason to live with no purpose. God's gonna take me out of this circus, to live in his kingdom, my life's been purchased. Everything the enemy stole from me, God's gonna give it back, I'm rising up, taking my place in the kingdom. I've waited far too long, I've had enough. We stand bold like an army, the power of Jesus' name be lifted up. Wash me clean in the blood of the Lamb, I'm headed to the promised land. Grace and mercy was had for me, I'm a testimony of purest love. Peace and joy fill up my body, living water flow like a flood. From foundation where I'm building, the winds are blowing, but I won't budge. Greater is the King that's living in me, the great I am, that's who I trust. Pray in my heart and I know that he hears me, hit the quiet place so I can hear clearly. Evil around me but it don't scare me, I serve a big God, devil don't come near me. Hand to the plow and I ain't growing weary, I'm transformed, it's more than a feeling. God still working, my heart still healing. Praise real loud, make it rattle the ceiling. This ain't no game, I ain't messing around. These souls need safe, so release that sound. For the Lord I'm 10 toes down, at the end of this road I'll receive my crown. Now I'm heaven bound, no shackles on me, chains hitting that ground. I was blind, now I see, I was lost, now I'm found. Ain't no doubting in me, I'm God's child. This life ain't the end of my story, spread my wings like an eagle, I'm soaring. When I stand before the one I wanna hear, well done, welcome to the kingdom of glory. See them pearly gates and them golden streets, it says paid in full on my receipt. My life, my spirit, my soul, my dreams, God gave it all back to me. Everything the enemy stole from me, God's gonna give it back, I'm rising up, taking my place in the kingdom. I've waited far too long, I've had enough. We stand bold like an army, the power of Jesus' name be lifted up. Wash me clean in the blood of the Lamb, I'm headed to the promised land. Grace and mercy was had for me, I'm a testimony of purest love. Peace and joy fill up my body, living water flow like a flood. From foundation where I'm building, the winds are blowing, but I won't budge. Greater is the King that's living in me, the great I am, that's who I trust. One thing that I know for certain, God is who he says he is. He is a restorer, he is a redeemer, and he's got all power in his hands. And everything I thought I lost in the years that I served the enemy, God has restored it all for me, tenfold.
Yeah. Man, they don't know what to think, like is that country a trap? I'm straight shitting on them boys, someone wipe their ass down. See, you new to this, I'm true to this, been doing it a while. May act the fool, get on some stupid shit and air this bitch out. Dual pipes on the Hemi, hit the gas at a clap. Just like this little bitty bitty who rhyme, bitch see now. She may pull out a titty and put her face in my lap. I just do shit to say I did, it's how I started with rap. Man, I've been stacking up this money, trying to put some back. I'm trying to see 7 figures, I'm trying to find where they at. Might sit my whip on 26s, 37s with a stance. I want, I get it. Every shot I'ma make it. Road running, head hunting, smoking dope, popping pills. Man, I done came a long way from spitting bars at the crib. Hit the stew up with my brother and them and drop me a hit. They say this one of them mornings, just like the last 10 I did. I ain't capping in my rap, man, I ain't got to feel. Bitches really in my comments thinking I'm one of them. Boy, it ain't shit sweet except for that tea that I sip. But keep on stalking on my page like your bitch already did. But like a dog off the leash, man, I've been barking at them. Knew I was gonna be an artist since I had picked up the pen. Smoking dope and sipping, drinking in my lips to the zen. Bitch, I've been buzzing for a minute, case you ain't catch the hint. Just let me know if you with it, man, let me know what you bout. I'm from the backwoods trap, shit that's deep down south. You get that bow and break it down and get the bus in these routes. They sleeping on me, I might have to wake them up from they nap, man.
I like that.
Got my back against the wall, got my feet on solid ground, got my head up in the sky and I ain't never looking down. I've been fighting all these demons, we've been doing this too long. Now I finally have a reason and it's time to right these wrongs. Got my back against the wall, got my feet on solid ground, got my head up in the sky and I ain't never looking down. I've been fighting all these demons, we've been doing this too long. Now I finally have a reason and it's time to right these wrongs. Got me drinking out this bottle cause some things will never change. My heart and soul is hollow from the hurt and all the pain. I'm washing down my sorrows like a window in some rain. Not living for tomorrows, I'm just living for the day. I was heading down a dead end, so I had to hit the brakes. Doing everything I had to do to try to make a way. Yeah, I made a few mistakes, and sometimes I feel ashamed. Hoping God will hear me out, cause I'm not trying to lose my faith. I done lost a lot of friends, I can never get them back. Got me sitting here, thinking of all of the times we had. I just wish I would've called, I ain't know it was that bad. Wishing I could turn back time and try to change the past. Give my kids a better life, buying things I never had. Stop going out at night and try to be a better dad. And be there for my people who ain't never had a chance to turn their life around and end up on a better path. Got my back against the wall, got my feet on solid ground, got my head up in the sky and I ain't never looking down. I've been fighting all these demons, we've been doing this too long. Now I finally have a reason and it's time to right these wrongs. Got my back against the wall, got my feet on solid ground, got my head up in the sky and I ain't never looking down. I've been fighting all these demons, we've been doing this too long. Now I finally have a reason and it's time to right these wrongs.
I was young when I got signed, I ain't know what I was doing. Gave my all to Jay and Paul on every track that they was brewing. Then the money started flowing and the party started growing. You know what comes after that, the liquor, drugs and all the hoes. And I was wildin' out the fame, I swear you couldn't tell me nothing. I had everything that you could want, but I was missing something. I had management on savage, just scraping bread off the top. Baby mama drama, constantly thought it would never stop. Gave a few homies some racks, I ain't never see them again. Small price to pay to eliminate a snake that wasn't a friend. My circle is smaller than my ring finger wedding band. Now I finally got the venomous enemies out the grass. I got eyes on you suckers and I keep you from afar. And I ain't gotta say no names, you already know who you are. Will I change? I doubt it. You made your bed, you gotta lay in it. But see, I'm a changed man nowadays, I won't engage. I got my back
Against the wall, got my feet on solid ground, got my head up in the sky and I ain't never looking down. I've been fighting all these demons, we've been doing this too long. Now I finally have a reason and it's time to right these wrongs. Got my back against the wall, got my feet on solid ground, got my head up in the sky and I ain't never looking down. I've been fighting all these demons, we've been doing this too long. Now I finally have a reason and it's time to right these wrongs. I've been fighting all these demons, we've been doing this too long. Now I finally have a reason and it's time to right these wrongs.
We're back here with another day, and I just really don't feel like doing this today. at all. So I'm not. Goodbye.
I just pull up under that sycamore tree with a nice cold beer in a bag full of trees. Yeah, little country girl looking so damn fine, and you ain't gotta wonder where I wanna spend time. Oh, living on a back road, just living on a back road. Oh, living on a back road, just living on a back road.
See, I practice what I preach about. All I wanna be is style. I've never been the one to try to fit in or just reach it out. I ain't had to stretch the truth. Country boy is what I do. I bleed that red and black, and I'ma say it till I'm black and blue. Rolling on a back road, hitting 25 with a cooler in the seat. Pretty thing by my side. We can take our time, baby. We ain't gotta rush. Put that seat back and recline, and I ain't worried about much. I just wanna ride alone. What kind of life is by phone? Social media depictions making people die alone. You give a damn, mine is gone. Instagram gets mine is wrong. I just live my life the way I want. Now play that riding
I
song.
just pull up under that sycamore tree with a nice cold beer in a bag full of trees. Yeah, little country girl looking so damn fine, and you ain't gotta wonder where I wanna spend time. Oh, living on a back road, just living on a back road. Oh, living on a back road, just living on a back road. Hot your sticky icky got me stuck up on your kisses. Drip a honey, get the munchies. Wind up in grandmama kitchen. Hit the creek later on. Show you my big cannonball. I guess my jaw must have dropped when she took everything out. She said, "No, what if we get caught?" I said, "Don't worry about that. Hey, 'cause the closest thing around is in my railroad track." So baby, don't you hear the crickets in the whipper wheels? Though we may see a chugging tractor at the digging fields. Baby, chill, we all good. We dip out to the woods. We alone. What you think? Wanna smoke? Wanna drink? I swear sometimes you get the wrong impression about me. I'm just a back road living, hunting, fishing, no G. I just pull up under that sycamore tree with a nice cold beer in a bag full of trees. Yeah, little country girl looking so damn fine, and you ain't gotta wonder where I wanna spend time. Oh, living on a back road, just living on a back road. Oh, living on a back road, just living on a back road. I just pull up under that sycamore tree with a nice cold beer in a bag full of trees. Yeah, little country girl looking so damn fine, and you ain't gotta wonder where I wanna spend time. Oh, living on a back road, just living on a back road. Oh, living on a back road, just living on a back road.
You're not your mistakes. You're not your past. You're every time you got back up when nobody thought you would.
When the world tried to break me down, I rose from the ashes, never hit the ground. Yeah, my heart's got cracks, but it still beats loud. I'm built from broken, and I'm proud. I was raised in the shadows where the hope felt thin, where the nights got cold and the fear crept in. Had a head full of doubts and a heart so bruised, but I learned real quick how to heal my wounds. All the times I fell, all the tears I cried, every scar on my soul got me fortified. I ain't perfect, nah, but I'm standing tall. Turned every setback to a battle call. So if you feel like
Don't you ever think that you're less than whole? You're a story of strength they never When the world tried to break me down, I rose from the ashes, never hit the ground. Yeah, my heart's got cracks, but it still beats loud. I'm built from broken, and I'm proud. When the world tried to break me down, I rose from the ashes, never hit the ground. Yeah, my heart's got cracks, but it still beats loud. I'm built from
I'm back. I'm back.
Every bruise is a lesson.
Let's see what this is. Because I'm curious.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. Today's video is a response to the one I made yesterday. I released that video with the information that I had at the time, and since that video, the sheriff has released the body cam footage and has made a statement. Apparently, there's a police report out as well.
The cell phone camera footage that began viral circulation over the weekend does not comprehensively capture the circumstances surrounding this incident. Tonight I'm sharing the footage from the body-worn cameras of the arresting officer, Officer D. Bowers, and two of the assisting officers, Officer D. Miller and Officer G. Curse.
We'll include some of that and review some of what Officer Brendan Tatum says on his Substack. Most of you know who he is and know that he can make some ridiculous claims, and in this case, it is no different. First, he claims that the full body cam has been released, and while most of the relevant footage has been posted, we have only been granted the opportunity to view the incident from a few angles that the sheriff's office decided to show.
The currently available information and play the relevant body-worn camera.
Second, Tatum puts in bold lettering that JSO was justified in the force used against McNeil. He follows this statement by claiming that only the palm strike was being reviewed to determine whether it was in policy, and fails to mention the several other punches inflicted to McNeil despite agreeing to exit the vehicle.
Step out now. All right.
And placing his hands behind his back.
Behind your back. I'm resisting. Behind your back.
Within his defense of complete dog shit, he claims that nothing was criminal in the officer's actions. And sure, the DA hasn't filed criminal charges. Does not mean no criminal. Tatum correctly states the law gives officers discretion to use reasonable force during arrests, but incorrectly adds that that's what we saw. Incorrectly adds that that's what we saw in the video. So before you watch the videos, and when officers are start with the first body cam of the deputy that initiated the stop. Assertions. He claims that McNeil's headlights were not on and that he was not licensed and having marijuana are facts that were only revealed as a result of an unlawful conducted by JSO. The probable cause, as stated by the deputy, was that his headlights were on, but again, states during any smoke or fog, which were present, and as the claims of not wearing a seatbelt transmits over the radio that he didn't have any details about the prior to his door.
Florida 2-4 Bravo Echo Charlie Whiskey.
These two facts eliminate all the entire stop, since everything that occurs was unlawful. The deputies on scene were untrained as to their profession, but and several of the other backup units also failed to use their headlights. But let's pretend that it was, and by identify here was breaking the law.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things: you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights, and it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement.
It's not raining.
Okay. Well, I'm pulling you over. Driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
Call your supervisor. Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
77, 35. I'm proper driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
Specifically, this would be resisting, obstructing, and delay in Florida, as they do not have a refusal to ID law. Next, Tatum thinks that the officers used a proportionate amount of force for the situation, because he's a bootlicking moron.
The law requires that a person comply with the police officer's commands during a traffic stop.
To understand why, let's look at the law that Tatum fails to explain in his obvious GPT article. Reasonable force is determined by two cases, Graham v. Connor and Tennessee v. Garner. Together, they've created use of force guidelines for law enforcement. First, the court must judge the officers based on the Fourth Amendment's objective reasonableness test. This requires officer use of force on the totality of facts and circumstances. The deputies fails immediately due to the insufficient probable cause.
Echo Charlie Whiskey on a silver Kia. I don't like this.
But if the vehicle extraction was lawful, the amount of force used must take into consideration the severity of the crime, whether the suspect poses an immediate threat, and whether they were actively resisting or attempting to flee. By now, you may have heard that McNeil had a knife, but who the fuck doesn't? It was never in his hand, and upon review of the video, he never even reached for it, despite the officer's lies on the police report. But we'll return to that point in a minute. McNeil was at best passively resisting an unlawful arrest, and never attempted to flee, and the severity of the crime was so incredibly low that nearly every officer that responded to the scene was in active violation of the same law McNeil was originally pulled over for. No headlights, no headlights, no headlights. Not to mention that once the door was opened and he was ordered out of the vehicle, McNeil responded with, "All right."
Step out now. All right.
And likely would have allowed the deputies to remove him, cuff him, and put him in a cruiser. But instead, 3 deputies pulled him in opposite doing the body cam frame by McNeil can be seen putting his hands back before saying, "No, punch me." But despite Neil's being punched, the same clerk when the officer yells clearly, "Stop fighting," before punching McNeil in the legs and lower body several times, though McNeil already had his hands behind his back despite being punched in the face twice, thrown to the ground, and having his face mashed into the pavement. After the incident, Deputy Bowers wrote in his incident report, "The suspect was reaching for the floorboard of the vehicle where a large knife was sitting." This was obviously written to obfuscate the truth so idiots like Tatum would point and say, "See, had knife," and to justify what he already knew was excessive force. Let's face it, if the officer didn't know that it was why lie about it?
Soon after, McNeil was outside his car. Officers found a unsheathed serrated knife on the driver's side floorboard.
The deputy incident was being recorded, which clearly showed that McNeil never even saw towards the knife.
I did.
But I bet he took days off for his injured hand.
What's going on, man? You're under arrest. That's what's going on. So your partner didn't even... Hey, man, what you mean? Nothing wrong, sir.
I don't know.
Can you back me up to the car so I can sit up? You done bust my bro.
25 cents. You start rescue.
And now, we're adding even more policy violations on top of the unlawful stop and excessive force. Officer Tatum ended his article with a bunch of racially charged sentiments that no one but McNeil's attorney alleged. But, like Tatum says, let's see what the courts think. But his final statement is the best of all. It reads, quote, "I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you comply, you won't die." It's as simple as that. Funny, same thing about the murder of Tyree Nichols, to death by several while laying motionless in hand. This also occurred during a traffic stop with no probable cause.
Can say by just listening to what they say. This ain't a courtroom. Y'all could get the crackhead. Well, not the crackhead. He kind of look like a crackhead. I don't know if he's on crack. You go to fighting, you go to resisting, you go to running, you're going to necessitate a response of a use of force. Kids, children that are out there, learn from these police officers. Citizens, if you ride in the car, you get pulled over. When they tell you to do something, you do it. It's really not that hard. Do you want to live or do you not want to live? Most of my training and experience, when you police officers, we jump fast.
And despite
That's absolutely ridiculous.